Phobon Nika, who apparently is Umzai. So, great team over there as well. But of course, another interesting thing about this is that My Nuts is actually playing against TteS Sports, who he happened to ring for in the DreamHack event as a result of WTF not being able to make it. So, a little bit of rivalry there, you could say, and so it should be a lot of fun. I'm going to be going solo. Unfortunately, KZU did have to step out for this final match, and the teams wanted to get it started right away, so I did have to kind of just man up a little bit, you could say, and go solo. So nothing wrong with that, though. Plenty of awesomeness to come ahead of us. With that said, again, I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup. Really, I think it should be our best matchup of the day. We've definitely had some entertaining games, no doubt, including from Team Yes. We got to see some great Blood Hunter play, which was awesome in the previous match. But yeah, so it's been a lot of fun today. Can't wait to see what happens here. We have started the bans, actually, the second phase of bans. So going over that, our first set of bans were actually Tundra, Jerizai, and Armadon. I did have to clear my chat, so I'm not sure which here. I would think it would be Tundra, but I'm not for certain, not going to lie. Anyways, those are the blind bans, and our locked heroes consisted of Pebbles, Gemini, Dampier, Hammerstorm, Scout, and Nymphora. So once again, we see Gemini and Dampier banned, and I believe that was by our Hellborn team, as that's the order that it goes in. So, yeah, interesting stuff. Once again, a Pebbles locked, though. Will he actually get picked this time around? We'll see. And once again, a Scout locked. Man, this locking pool, I mean, we're going to see a Gemini, Dampier, or Scout. At least one of them, because of how the heroes were locked here. So that's the fun thing that we can expect here, guys. So looking forward to that. Who gets what? Polywalk, Priest, Aluna, and Silhouette so far are the follow-up bands. And obviously, we're doing a solo cast. Guys, I do apologize in advance. May break every once in a while. Gotta keep hydrated. Drink some water. Plus, you never want to talk too much. Water's good. All right, though. What do we got? 2 more bands here in total, 1 on each side. Obviously, still many options on the board. We'll see Magnus actually going to be banned here and now. You still have Fulia, you got Parasite, you got Torturer, you got Wretched Hag, you got Bubbles. All definitely valuable banning heroes. You got Valkyrie even, hell, against TteS Sports. Wouldn't be surprised to see Valkyrie be considered banned. You got Dark Lady, Mage Bane. It's going to be Behemoth, though. Out of 10 heroes that I recommended, turns out to be one that I did not. So, rubbing it in my face, I guess. But Behemoth going to be the final ban here. As a result of the banning stage. So here we go now with actual hero picks. Electrician, snap picked right there from TteS Sports. So they had a plan in mind apparently, and they're going to go with Electrician. So a lot of options here for TteS Sports, of course. They could go the jungle routes, or maybe they'll wait to see how TteS Sports finished. For Team Yes, excuse me, but they'll wait to see how TteS Sports finishes and go with jungle if they find it necessary. But you got Torture to be surprised to see picked up here. The Bubbles, Torture Bubbles actually. With that said, could be some viable options. But again, you always have to incorporate how you're going to work it in with the locked heroes, knowing that at least you're going to get 2 of those. Now you could assume that TteS Sports is possibly going to first pick Pebbles, but they didn't last game. I mean, again, it really does come down to how these picks happen too. So, Parasite and Torturer though are going to be the first 2 pickups here for our Hellborn side. So again, nothing too crazy there. Now that does limit the option of, you could still go in Ophelia by all means, but going against a Parasite as an Ophelia can tend to be very annoying because of that infection ability. So probably not, but we'll see. Of course, there is still actually Tempest on the board as well, so if they feel necessary to run a jungle against a jungle, that could be a legitimate option. But again, a lot of it does have to come down to you got to figure out how you're pairing up with the heroes that you may get in that pool there. Now, there's no way you're going to get Nymphora and Pebbles. That's pretty much 100% given, especially in a matchup like this. So you got to keep in mind that. And with that said, for that matter, I haven't really been addressing this, but Nymphora is the only support in that locked stage. So now TteS Sports, they have Glacius here. They could definitely go with him, and if they do, then okay, there you go. So it is going to be Glacius and Forsaken Archer. So they are most likely going to first pick Pebbles here from the lockpick stage. Mage Bane, snap pick though by our Hellborn team, so they definitely had a pick in mind, and they do indeed go with the one and only Mage Bane. Now, okay, so there's the Pebbles pick from our Legion team. I'm guessing Nymphora, and it's not going to be Scout. probably Hammerstorm. Nymphora Hammerstorm is what makes the most sense here. There we go. I'm 100% so far. Let's get the final lock. I want to say Scout. I really, really want to say Scout here. It's not going to be Scout, though. God, they are screwed. Who are they going to go with? Huh. Yeah, I'm trying to sit here and think of their lane setups, and no matter what, they do not have ideal lanes. They could jungle a Dampier. That would be interesting. I know, right? I'm sorry. They could jungle the Dampier. Now, I know he's not the most ideal jungle by any means, but this is lockpicking. You know what? They went Scout. That's awesome. But the obvious question is now, are they going to run a support electrician? I mean, is that what's going to happen here? Because how are they going to set up their lanes is the big question now. They're not going to run a support scout, as silly as that would be. Max out those wars and support scout all the way, baby. But no, it's awesome to see the scout. Now, it's not going to be played by Slick, so it is going to be played by WTF here. So now I look at these two lineups, and I see that Hellborn team especially, and that's actually a very, very powerful team. And a lineup that, you know, when the banning pick was around, and it's kind of weird saying that now, but not anymore. But when it was around, where a lineup that I could definitely see being very likely, but on Legion side, not nearly as much. So, apologize right there again. The overlays on the wrong side, so we'll get that updated and then back up. But anyways, so yeah, you got your Mage Bane going to be paired up with Nymphora, it looks like. Parasite, possibly, well, we'll see if he goes to that bottom jungle. Obviously, can't deny anymore, ever since that Infest nerf. Hammerstorm, it looks like, could be running solo, or will be running solo. I think that's a given. And then Torture also going to be solo here. So yeah, it looks like they are going to send Nubef on Parasite at that bottom side to support this Mage Bane Nymphora, who could definitely use it, and you want to maximize that farm on a Mage Bane. So some interesting decision-making going on here from our Hellborn side. Again, it's so funny seeing My Nuts tagged up as TT Esports, considering he's playing against TT Esports here. But he was indeed a ringer for them at the DreamHack event, so it makes sense as to why. So where is WTF going to go on Scout? This is the fun thing. A lot of movement going on here, in fact, already. I'm guessing, obviously, using the courier to scout things out, so go figure. However, the Hellborn team also making an adjustment, so I wonder if this is going to catch TT Esports off guard, actually. Or if, I don't know. I mean, Mage Bane is going to come top to the short lane now. That will mean he'll be matched up against Forsaken Archer, Pebbles, and Glacius. Okay, so is this going to be a support Pebbles? Are we really going to see a support Pebbles? Huh. I'll let you guys think about that for a second. Oh, Nymphora! Nymphora! No! Nymphora, you're in a horrible spot. She's going to get frozen. In comes that piercing arrows, and the final auto attack. Bloodlust kill coming out for our Legion team. Not what you wanted. And I wonder what Nymphora was thinking right there. And I think that may go back to the beginning of this game. They made the adjustment thinking that they were going to get away from the tri-lane, but obviously they did not. And now you see the Catman champion in here as well, coming over from the pole. Is very likely going to be killed, though, and that ended up working out pretty damn well, as it also pulled the creep wave. So yeah, great freeze right there, not only doing damage, but holding it in place long enough to get a little bit of creep lane control going, although it does go back right here, and actually it's not going to be too shabby in the end for our Hellborn side. But yeah, Nymphora, I wonder if maybe he expected to be a solo up here, so that's why he was playing so push up by himself, but really, really unfortunate positioning there, and ends up being a fairly easy kill for the Legion team. But look at the ports already coming out. So they spent all that time walking to the top lane, and Team Yes is making the point of, all right, we're not going to have a good time up there. We're going to go ahead and go bottom. So Nymphora and Mage Bane, they pour bottom. Scout now realizing he is in a 1 versus 2. So I'm curious to see for our Legion team and how they would adjust to this, as this lockpick is awesome. I mean, we have a Hammerstorm soloing against a tri-lane. We have a Scout pickup. And we have a Pebbles playing support in a tri-lane. Is he playing support, by the way? Who's getting the farm? Okay, Forsaken Archer's getting most of... Are they competing for farm? That'd be silly. No, yeah, he's denying, so... great thing about this mode, I mean, again, this is our first tournament that we've actually covered here in Honcast with it, and we're already seeing, not only in this game, but several other games, we've seen some very interesting things happening because of it, so... but no doubt another case of that. Here, Scott's going to do some pulling, or at least attempt to. WTF, a little bit too late on that. And unfortunately, not able to get it in time, so the lane will once again stay just fine for Magebane here, and Scout will have to stay back, not get too much himself. So this is actually an unfortunate situation here for TteS Sports in the sense that Scout, you know, hey, had a solid start because of the setup, but and now is not going to have nearly as good of one. Now, I will say it's not like a Magebane Amphora is that scary of a combination to go against, and especially when, and again, he misses the pull. I don't know if he's doing this on purpose or maybe he only means to pull half of it. I mean, is that possibly the case? I don't... Maybe I'm missing something here, but man, I mean... I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that he's doing that for a specific reason, maybe to make sure that it doesn't get pushed up too hard, but it's still going to happen anyway, so yeah, I don't think there really is much logic for that, and he's just simply missing the pull. So, anyways... But yeah, he's going to get a little bit of farm right here because of the lane being pushed up as far as it is. So maybe he'll hit level 5, which will be a good thing. Pebbles, though, at the top lane, again, it's very interesting seeing him play. But see, wow, okay, he's 8-3 with the Forsaken Archer 7-2. So it's almost as if they're actually competing for farm up here. Very interesting. Strategy going on from TteS Sports. So making the point that, you know, neither one going to be maximum potential by any means, but they're going to be looking pretty good. And we already have a 4-minute tower kill. Now, I'm not too surprised. It is a solo Hammerstorm, and you know, a Glacius, Forsaken Archer, and Pebbles going up against him. So, but damn, that just happened. A lot of interesting things taking place in this game here. Scout, of course, he is level 5 now, so... but as I was going to say, though, of course, he's got that Vanish ability, so he's able, you know, to invis to get away safely if he needs it to be, or even use it aggressively to make sure to get some creep kills here and there, but he is going to, once again, play a little bit more aggressive here and go in there and get some creep kills. Needs to be careful, though, with the Parasite obviously lurking nearby, and maybe that's something he is keeping in mind. Pebbles and Glacius, though, doing a bit of roam here, obviously, again, with the lane setups. Not too surprising to see Pebbles roaming sooner than later, and they're going to catch Hammerstorm. Galvanize going to be used, trying to get away with the Thunder Blast on him. And it looks like it is going to be done. Oh, he gets frozen, though. Mana Potion was activated, canceled immediately. The Creep Block! Oh, the Creep Block is going to completely screw Hammerstorm here. And Umzai will be taken out, but in comes Torture with Nymphora. Glacius will fall, and now Pebbles... He's in a really awful spot. He does get that Mana Potion off. He's going to try to pour it out, and he's going to be successful. Wow, very good job. Obviously, Torturer maybe playing a little bit more passive. They did see Forsaken Archer coming over, and Electrician, I'm guessing. He had a double damage rune, so probably the better decision to fall back right there from a Hellborn side. But yeah, interesting things happening at the top lane. So we're now looking at a 2-to-1 hero kill advantage in favor of the Legion team. As Scout... He is farming 300 gold per minute, so isn't doing too shabby. And you see him right there. Oh, he's taunting with the Marksman shot. I was wondering if that was just a taunt or if he was actually going to let it go off. But well, it's always fun to do, especially when you're invisible, because of course you stay stealth while it's channeling at least, and can have fun harassing people with that and trying to make them scared and whatnot. But perhaps there is some legitimacy to that, or just simply him trolling. We may never find out. We got a Parasite taking over Wild Hunter here, so Invis coming on a Forsaken Archer. Hammerstorm coming from the front. The flank from Parasite is going to be in time, though. Galvanize is going to be used, and Forsaken Archer knows something is up. He's going to just sprint away with those Ghost Marchers, and Slicks will survive as a result. So very good heads up on Slicks' part right there, knowing that it wasn't just simply Hammerstorm. There's no way he'd be that crazy, but as we see at the bottom lane, Magebane gets taken out with Pebbles and Glacius, playing the great Pebbles Glacius roam as you would expect, and getting the easy kill on a Magebane, so locking him down before he can blink away. Very good start right here for TteS Sports now, especially after that, as Magebane has been having a pretty good farm, but of course that death will slow him down a little bit. Now sitting about 270 gold per minute, and is going lower and lower. So. But more push coming in at the bottom lane now because of them beat down here. Obviously the tower just below half-life. We're now sitting over 7 minutes into this game. But with that top tower already killed and the bottom one taking a lot of damage, the Hellborn team is definitely kind of on their heels here. Safe to say earlier on. But Electrician, Leon Black and Electrician, man. I mean, he has not been getting much praise this game at all, but he is dominating in farm. 370 gold per minute. With a 50 and 14 creep farm, man. You see him even now in the jungle doing some work. He's got that Ring of Sorcery. He actually has a regen rune bottled up, which will be very nice for him. He is doing work here for this Legion team, so really taking advantage of that farm. And that's good news. Sustainer just finished on Scout, I believe. I think I just saw the Manitou purchased. Yes, it is. So that's going to be delivered to him. Finishing that Sustainer. And again, what I would expect to be a Rune Cleaver. I don't know if the whole Nullstone route, although it is good against heroes like Parasite, it's probably not going to be the item of choice. Torture will get caught here, though, once again. This time the marksman shot goes out and gets the kill on a Torture. I said it once again, that was actually the first time he got killed, but still, my point being, once again, the roam coming in and sets up a kill. Very good job from Glacius initially, and Forsaken Archer also here to help out. My guess is really here for more so farming purposes, as that top lane, you know, with the top tower dying so quickly, you don't necessarily want to be pushing up into that jungle so much. But once again, Magebane goes down. The Nifora Zeal stun just a tad too late. Might not have even mattered, though. The Invisible Pebbles was right on top and set up the kill. So, yeah. Team Yes is finding themselves in a very difficult spot now as this game progresses earlier on here. And I don't know if seems like I've been saying most of this tournament, but it's early. We've had a lot of early games here, and I don't know if that is because of lockpicks or because of the matchups. I mean, to be honest, it seems like we have had. I don't consider this a one-sided matchup by any means. As middle lane, there's actually some action picking up here as Magebane again falls. But Pebbles may sacrifice his life in the end. It looks like he's going to get caught out. And yes, he will eventually die. But at the bottom lane, Scout sitting on top of Torturer. Of course, he's invisible from the Vanish, but will not come out. But anyways, my point being that, not that it's a one-sided game here necessarily, but I mean, TteS Esports, again, they're an actual team for one, and that no doubt is worth some weight there. And they're a very good team. It's no secret. And you got a team over here known as Yes. You got Midas, Pablo McDad, Nubeth Palette, and Phobo Nico, which apparently is Zimzai. Again, I don't know if it's even a serious team, but even if it is a very new team at that. So, skilled individuals, but it's definitely not a team that has been playing together too long. We did see another kill at the bottom lane happening. This time on a Torturer once again, as I believe, yeah, Scout actually got what is actually his first kill of the game. The other two happen to be assists, so. But it seems like, going back to the point that this tournament has been cases of, seems like we've had a clear victor sooner than later. So, and again, but I don't know, though. I mean, maybe it is a little bit because of the lock picking. Maybe that is promoting almost quicker games, too, because of some of these picks that are happening as a result of it. I don't know. You know, facts speak for themselves, but at the same time, I know there's a lot more that comes into play than just simply this being a lock pick tournament. But that's going to be the fun process of not only as spectators, but as the players themselves, I'm sure, going through the idea of lockpicking, and it's never going to be fully figured out. I mean, that's just not going to happen. That never happens in the game in general. But you know, it's going to be months and months and months, and before we really start seeing some really defined strategies, I think, with lockpicking. But earlier on, you know, that's when. You can even argue that's going to be the most interesting because people are very, very new to it. Everyone is, for that matter. It's a completely different restart, you could say, when it comes to the meta game almost. So, anyways, there's my little spiel there about lockpicking once again. Magebane needs to be a little bit careful here. We got a silence coming out from Scout. No, he doesn't have silence. Not even necessary, though. Magebane will fall right there. The piercing arrows on top of the crippling volley, as well as Scout beating on top of him with the attack speed increase as a result of the Vanish. No chance to survive. So my nuts is now 0-4-0 right here on Magebane. Not the type of start he was looking for whatsoever. And it is quickly getting in more and more favor of TteS Esports now as this game progresses. So yes, whenever a team has a Magebane, it is very difficult to count them out. But at the same time, there's a lot of circumstances that are leading myself to believe, and I'm sure a lot of viewers out there, that our Legion team is in a very comfortable position and may be more difficult to lose this game than win this game at this rate. However, this could be a step in the right direction for our Hellborn team. Pebbles going to get covered here. There's the face hug. And the final auto attack from Nuvef coming out to get the kill. So, well played. Hasted Electrician, though, running in. And again, he's had some very good farm this game. And he's going to use that farm to go to Hammerstorm right here. Static Grip maybe going to be coming. Not even necessary, actually. Running with the Electric Shield. There's the energy absorption. And Hammerstorm, he will eventually get caught in Static Grip and will eventually fall. So, ends up getting a counter kill out of it, at the very least, for our Legion team. We see a scout coming in right here onto Nymphora and getting her to run away before any deaths happen, but we did see that rework of the disarm also coming into play with the whole cooldown of it. Torturer, he's going to get picked off here once again. So now a 10-3 hero code advantage, excuse me, in favor of TteS Sports here, our Legion side. Has the aggressive play, not necessarily with the lineup because of the lineup, but just again in general with TteS Sports, that's just what they do, is just continuing to be a problem here for our team, yes, here on the Hellborn side. So in the meantime, though, Magebane, he is going to do whatever he can, whatever that may be, to try to come back in this game. He does purchase a power supply, he's got Mystic Vestment, he has Steam Boots finished, so he's doing his part to make sure that he can stay alive from this earlier round burst damage. We've got a level 6 Nymphora as well, so you know, it's unfortunate that no one else is really taking off or snowballing for the team, but you can start roaming around with that Hammerstorm or with that Parasite even, getting some kills, and that's a step in that direction again of coming back in this game. But oh, Leon Black gets caught, but look at how tanky he is. Even the face not going to be used, but it's not going to matter. Glacial Downpour coming out in from behind from Pebbles, gets the kill on N4. Hammerstorm has that mighty, or Brute Strength, excuse me, activated. Glacius, it looks like he's going to fall. Yes, he is. As Magebane gets the final auto attack, and in the background, actually, that was Pebbles eventually getting picked off by Pablo McDad playing Torturer. So it ends up being a 2-for-1 exchange right there in favor of our Hellborn team. But look at Scout being sneaky as always, and he's going to perhaps look to flank right here. He does have a silence ready to go with that Electric Eye, and does he have enough support if he opens? It doesn't look like he's comfortable, at least just yet. Oh, he may try to catch this Torture, though, or hit towards the bottom, and it's going to be a reach-in. He'll actually pick that up, and of course, the Hellborn team, I'm sure they're aware that, well, the rune just disappeared. That doesn't happen unless an invisible hero picks it up. And I'm sure, yeah, you see right there. Torture thought he had the rune, but sure enough, it was sniped by Scout, and I'm sure they're very aware that's what happened. Oh, the Electric Guy comes out, but just as Magebane blinked. Something tells me that just happened to be a lucky coincidence and nothing more. But still, very good timing on MyNut's part. Playing the Magebane. This is a new Scout skin, by the way. It's not like really new. It's been out for a little bit, but I think that's I forget the exact name of it. Kind of like the Metal Gear Solid Scout, Snake Scout. Ooh, Electrician. Kind of away. We have a big fight though coming up. Pebbles with that portal gate goes in with a combination, and look at Electrician on the front lines will be stopped by the Zilsa. Magebane in the meantime, he's going to drop it there. The marksman shot sniped out by Scout, and Hammerstorm will get trucked across the map right there. Parasite also falls, and yes, I'm not surprised to see that Concevo coming out. The GG well played, and TteS Sports is victorious, and that means they will move on to our semifinals here at the Clan Milk Tournament. And they'll be one of 4 teams now competing for that $2,500 prize pool. So, big congratulations to TteS Sports, Team Yes. You know, quite the run. A lot of fun seeing them in this event. And again, I don't know if this is a new team. I don't know if this is just a matter of players that are just coming together for this event, or something else. But I will say it was fun seeing them, and you know, I'm sure at the very least all these players will be around the competitive scene, and look forward to seeing where they go, if not even this team. But anyways, that is going to do it for our coverage today, guys. Now, that doesn't mean we're done for the weekend. Of course, tomorrow we are going to be coming back, and as you can see on your screen, we'll be continuing tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. That's 10:30 a.m. Pacific. Also, that is 19:30 Central European Time, I believe. So, for a European crowd out there, which I'm sure we have plenty tuning in. So definitely tune in then tomorrow, the same time we started today. That'll be the semifinals as well as the grand finals. Both of those are best out of 3. And we'll see what happens. So we're definitely getting in down to that nitty-gritty, as I like to call it, and getting the bigger and better teams, seeing what they bring to the table, again, with this lockpick especially. That's what I'm really intrigued about this tournament, as I'm sure most tuning in are. Oh, but still, at the same time, good amount of money on the line. And look forward to finishing off this event. But hopefully you enjoyed our coverage today, guys. Definitely got a good amount of viewers, and appreciate you guys tuning in as always. Big shout-outs to my co-casters, both Snoopy and Kizu. We'll see you tomorrow. Once again, I was Breaking CBK. Big shout-out to Matt, producer as well. Almost forgot. I would never, though. That's going to do it, guys. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Peace.